Get some
Can I
lip gloss
vape in
on.
this?
It's just so ashy. I feel like you can, no? I don't know.
I have a vaping addiction. I know, they're gonna be like, let's take it down because she's vaping, but...
Yeah, that's part of the life update. Kiana's a vapor and I'm trying to stop her. I was literally trying to take it away and you were like reacting to those people on TikTok, where's my fucking vape? Like,
there's some girl, bro, I seen some TikTok and she literally took the girl's vape. She's like, can I see that for a second? And they're in a car or something. And then the girl, her friend gave, 1 second, sorry. Her friend gave her the vape. And
please tell me she threw out the window.
Dashed out the window and her friend was like, I would literally fight though, like, I couldn't.
But it's for your own good. It's out of love.
Yeah, I get that, but it makes no sense because it's like now I just have to go buy vape.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're still gonna buy it. They have to want to stop on their
so
own.
you're just wasting my money. Like, yeah?
I'm going back, honey.
Alright, good night, love you.
Good night, Amna.
What are you guys doing?
Filming.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Can I hear some? Is this pink though?
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of sheer. Like, it has a tint of pink.
I hate pink. My lips are dry too.
It's time to switch it up a little bit. It's not even, it just looks more like a gloss.
So
How's
yeah.
life been for you these past couple of months, days, weeks?
Crazy. I don't think everybody's life is like this, like where it's like a never-ending train of fuckery. You know
No,
what I
it
mean?
actually
Like, it just
is. We need a reality
never-ending.
TV show.
Like literally.
And it's so crazy that it's like, it's not just us, like, you know, you're walking throughout the mall or whatever and you see like all these people. Each person has their own story and you have no clue like all the stuff that's going on in their life. It's so crazy to think about.
There's a term for that, right? Like when you realize everybody has like an individual life. Like I always think about that when I'm
outside of your own.
Outside of your
like your sibling isn't like a side character in your movie. They like are a main character.
Like a real life and all these things. I guess like I've just been working really.
Yeah, Kiana got a new job. Well, she had a job that she hated.
Oh my god, should I say that on here?
I mean, would they know?
Well, guys, I know, right? Like, I'm not gonna, okay, you know what?
You're not saying what job it was.
I was gonna say what it was. Excuse me, it had to do with like something, whatever. It was like a good job though. I felt like it sounds good. If I were to be like, oh, is this like everybody was like,
yeah, very corporate, very like a job you would get after university. I was like, oh, I'm so proud. Like, you know, this is a good thing.
Literally, like, you know, it kind of made sense with my degree and stuff. I just wanted an at-home job, so I don't have to leave my house. Like, at home is still a job, but like, you know, it's like better to be in your own house. So I finally got an at-home job that pays a lot better and stuff. So I'm grateful. But yeah, what about you, Dust?
What about me? I don't know. Life update. I don't know where to start. There's just things going on.
Yeah.
Am I a bartender? I'm a wannabe bartender. Like, I'm working at the job that I'm at now, but I've been not laid off.
She got a new job too, though. We should talk about that.
What new job?
The job that she
quit.
Oh
God,
she
Lord
for a
Jesus.
day and was like never going back.
Yeah, because basically, like, I work at a restaurant, right? I'm a waitress or whatever. And my restaurant closed down for renovations. I really wanted to get into the bottle service world. So, you know, I'm not the smartest person. And then I saw an ad on Kijiji. And it was like downtown and it was a club. So I was like, okay, checked out their Instagram. I was like, this looks legit, right? So it was just not it. There was no customers, like no one at all. It was just the owner and like me and these two other girls that were working. One person came to sit at the bar that was friends with the owner and like he ended up buying a bottle. And we had to go with the bottle like this with the sign, like we're bottle service girls. There's nobody in the club. It's just us.
Like, this is your homie that is buying this bottle, sir.
Yeah. I could just imagine the debt he's putting himself in because I feel like it's just not good. And then I went on the Google reviews. Why didn't I do this before? But I went on the Google reviews and they're so bad.
Saying what?
Like, oh, the service was terrible. He won't even apologize properly. He'll just be like replying to them like, I'm gonna take you to court. There was a man like sitting at the bar. And he just ordered one drink and I made it for him. The drinks were really easy. Like, when I was training, I just did it. So I was like, here you go, gave him the drink. And then I'm just there, and he came to me, he's like, can I talk to you for a second? And I'm like, what? And he's like, see, like, you have to talk to him. And, you know, like, are you single? He's like, even if you have a boyfriend, like, when you come in here, you have to know that, like, you don't really have that. And just talk to them, make them buy as much as you can, you know, like he's just trying to force me to talk to this man and get him drunk or something. I'm like, no, I'm not.
So he spends more. Honestly, bro, like,
I just knew it wasn't for me.
No, that's not for me. I really want to do bottle service though. That shit looks like, it just looks like they make great money.
It
like,
looks fun too.
It does. I feel like there's obviously still a job at the end of the day. I'm sure there's like the cons of it, but like I feel like it's worth it. I feel like the pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
As long as it's like a club where you're actually making money, like, you know, not no club where it's a situation like that. Because what do you mean?
No. There was no running hot water. Like the thing, like I put the glasses in and it had like a lipstick stain, and it came out and it had lipstick on it. And I put it again and it still had lipstick. Like even their cleaning stuff wasn't proper. You know the thing that you shake cocktails with? I got it from the back and it just smelled like mold. Like it was so nasty. I was like, no, this is not for me.
Somebody's gonna get like salmonella. That's for meat, no? But some dirty.
Yeah, they're gonna get something.
Hepatitis C. Like what the heck? No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, but even that too. Like I know for bottle service, like there's probably a lot of guys that hit on you when you have to flirt and this and that. Like it's probably
for sure you have to do a lot of that, which I really wouldn't be wanting to participate
it's
in.
annoying. But you just have to like stand your ground and just.
Yeah, for real. At the end of the day, you know what you're doing.
What else has been going on? I didn't drop out of school, but I'm taking like a leave of absence. Like
yeah, something like that.
Something like that. A girl was just feeling really overwhelmed, and I'm like, genuinely, I just need a break because the semester before did not go well for me, and I'm like, I don't want to do this again, so let me just take the break. I'll come back in the summer or September. We'll see. It's not a race, but like...
It's not a race. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
I remember, oh my god, like school, at one point I actually just didn't think I was going to graduate because it's just like, I can't do this. Like the longer you're in it, the harder it gets. Like,
yeah.
And I remember there's never a break. You never have a minute of relaxation because you realize you have 30 things due after you finish this. Can't even open your laptop if you miss a week or something.
I couldn't even look at my email because it would just like give me a panic attack. I'm like, I'll just leave it alone. And then you procrastinate so much.
You don't go to one class and you're failing completely. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I hated school. I miss it though. Like I was even saying I kind of want to go back, but I think like if I actually went back, I'd be like, why did you do that to yourself? I don't want to do that.
There's a point in time where I really liked school, but with COVID and everything, just me doing it completely on my own, I feel like it didn't work for me. So
I liked school when
different
I was
environment.
in it. Like first year and stuff was fun, like going to school and like being with your homies and like chilling, like that was fun. But like COVID kind of took away from like that social aspect, so it was just nah. I worked at home for a little, remember, and like that was way better because even like moments where you're tired, like obviously I'm not saying you should like go and nap while you're on the clock, but sometimes you actually just need to like take like a 3-minute break and be like, I'm gonna like close my eyes. And then, you know, you just can't do stuff like that when you're working in an office or you're working retail. I would do that when I used to work at Foot Locker. Like, I'd go to the back and literally, like,
I don't know how you guys got away with that shit. Like, just everything. It seems like everyone was just...
That was a joke,
living
honestly.
life
like,
over
I would
there.
just do anything there. How can I help you? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like, you know, you could just do anything. At home is way better. You don't have to go get dressed at the crack of ass at 6 a.m. in the morning and drive yourself somewhere. Like, oh my god, it was just...
sometimes I like a job that, like, forces me, you know, get ready and make myself look... Because if I didn't have that, I feel like I'd always be walking around, like, just never dressed up.
That's fine with me. I'd much rather that. I don't want to do that. Like, it's different when you like a job. When you don't like a job, you don't even care to get dressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you really hate where you're going, you're like, it's not even worth this. Like, what am I doing that for? It does help you though. I know what you mean. Like, when you look better.
Because it's like, I never, like, do that. So it's like, I'm giving myself now a reason to do that. And when I am able to, like, oh, do my hair, do this, I'm like, oh, I feel better.
Yeah,
you know?
But then you have no energy to do it when you want to do it because it's like work takes out your whole soul. Like, I couldn't do it.
And work just makes everything not fun anymore. Like, you could like doing something and then it turns into a job and then you're like, oh, I actually hate this.
I actually hate this. That's how I felt with school too though. There's so many things I was interested in and then when school came in, it just ruined it. Like, I was like, I don't even, like, do you guys literally make everything miserable?
Because it's the way they set it up. It should just be about the passion for learning something, like developing a new skill and this and that. But like the way that school sets it up, I feel like in every instance, they just want to make you feel like shit about yourself. And I just don't like that. I just want to learn without like
and everybody learns differently and you guys just teach it one way, like, and everybody's supposed to just like come and
conform to everything.
No, school is not. I love learning, but I don't like how the system is set up at all. It's fun though. Oh my god, bro. Summer, the way I miss it, guys. That's when winter has been so hard.
It's been so depressing.
Every day I'm like I'm just, I don't know if this winter is wintering differently, but yo, like the mental health has just been, it's gone. It's like nowhere to be found. Like winter has been horrible.
But I feel like a lot of people have been feeling like that because
Yeah.
especially where we are, we went through
I
like
hate
20-something days with absolutely no sunlight. Like
Toronto
every day
had
was just
no
gray.
sun. None.
It's
For
so
22 days, I think. Like, come on. What do you... And then everybody's stabbing each other on the TTC. And
They
the
made
subway.
a Netflix documentary saying surviving the TTC.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. You literally have to wear a friggin', what is it called, bulletproof vest to take the subway. Just trying to cope with my vape and live life. Destiny, man! I just bought it. There's only 500 puffs. It's probably gonna run out by the end of this video.
So how long does one last you?
These literally don't last long at all because there's only 500 puffs. So like a normal vape has 3,000. This is 500. So this probably lasts me like 2 days.
Oh my
But-
god. That already sounded like a lot to me, like 500, and then you
it's
just
nothing.
said 3,000
Yeah,
so
3,000.
casually.
This is like nothing. Maybe like 50. Yeah, some have 5,000, like the rechargeable ones, I think. I don't know.
Like rechargeable, like what is it you're smoking? Like
A hard
electricity?
drive. A
Like
hard
battery
drive.
acid?
You're
What
literally
the fuck?
smoking a hard drive because why can't I plug it into the wall and I come smoking? Like, so bad.
That's so concerning.
So
Oh my
concerning.
god. Everyone watching this, don't start vaping. Because I know it's like highly addictive.
I
And
literally
it
used to make
smells
fun of
good.
people. Like, I'd be like, bro, like, how are you guys at dinner smoking on this? Like, this is just, like, please find shame. But then I got it, and I was like, I get it. Like, I'll be at the movies doing this. It's just, like, you know?
You know, TikTok was like originally like a lot of younger kids were doing it. It was just dancing.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, why are you
yeah,
on that
yes,
app?
sir.
It's so stupid. Now I literally wake up, I'm on TikTok. I go to sleep, I'm on TikTok.
That's why I
It's so
don't talk
bad.
about stuff you don't know. When people are like, oh, okay, alright, buddy.
Yeah,
until
you don't know until you're in
You
it.
don't know until you know. So, like, let's just let it.
Oh, look at this. What I posted on my story. I'll have like these plans that like, oh, I should be doing this and I should be doing that, and I just don't. Like, I'll wake up with overwhelming anxiety,
Yeah.
try and be somewhat productive, get overwhelmed, give up, try again tomorrow, and it's just like been a vicious cycle. And that's why for me, like getting out, going to work, or like going to a place physically, I feel like really helped me, like distracted me and like got me out of my bed and stuff. But now that I've been off work for like this month or whatever, I've been kind of going insane because it took away that structure, and I've been trying to build that structure on my own.
I get that.
So it's just like learning how to like do that and adjust, but I want to be able to do that, have my own structure. Yeah,
Jobs definitely give you
but-
structure though. Remember when I was like not really working? Yeah, you just feel so bummy. I don't know, what am I doing with my days? Like, but I feel like there's like a problem. This society has created
societal
like,
pressure.
there's a societal pressure of like your self-worth revolves around how much you work. And like that really needs to be like thrown out the window, because like you're not more of a person because like you're working or you work all the time. Like, oh, I work every single day. Like, I work 7 days a week, 9 to 9. Like, ugh, like, do you think you're sick? I'm not saying like if you have to do that, you have to do it, get your bread up. Like, I was literally doing that, but like that doesn't make you less of a person if you're not working, or if you don't work that much or whatever, or if you can't work that much because of your mental health or whatever it is, like, you know, or if you're down right now and you're financially struggling, that doesn't make you any less of a person.
It's
So,
sad, but like that's just like what we've come to. And even myself, I catch myself doing this, and everyone does it to me too. I don't know if it's the age that we're at now, but everyone, like, instead of being, oh, like, how are you, it's like, oh, hey, like, what do you do?
what do you do?
What do you mean, what do I do? I'm living.
I'm
Like,
literally trying to survive. Like, what do you mean, what do I do, bro? I'm living. I just hate that question, especially after you graduate too. People are like, oh, you graduated, so like, what are you doing now, buddy?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I did enough.
I'm
Let me
breathing.
leave
Like,
me
I did
alone.
enough. Even though I used to get me so mad, like when I just graduated and my parents, my dad especially, like, what are you doing? Buddy, like, I just worked my ass off to, can you just let me breathe for 3 seconds? I will get there. I'll get there, I promise you, but like, day by day. I think you just have to like give yourself credit on the days where like you wake up and you exercise and you do laundry and you go to work.
Yeah. Even if you do a little something like
Give
for yourself,
credit
it's
on the
okay.
days where you lay in bed all day too, because you tried on both days. So 10 out of 10 for you, as long as you're trying.
And you can't compare your situation to anyone else's because
You
it's
don't know
so
their life.
uniquely different.
Yeah, you don't know their life, so you can't watch people or watch people's pockets. People assume they know your pockets.
Yeah.
People are like,
yeah.
oh,
People
but
think
you're
you're
good,
rich
though,
because
but
you're an
you do
influencer or something.
Yeah, because you're an influencer, because you're working a lot. Bro, I have my own bills too. Like, what are you? So you know, you can't assume you know
Yeah,
people's
you don't know what outside
situation.
responsibilities I have or just anything.
You know who I have to give rent to all the time because our parents are disastrous. Like, you just don't know.
I feel like you should take off the glasses because the glare.
But I don't like what my face is looking like without them.
I love what your face is looking like. You just got your lashes done. What are you talking about?
I don't know, I don't like it. So what I've been experiencing a lot lately is like people, like, not lately actually, this has been happening a lot. People just talking about me. I'll hear about it because it will like run back to me and I'll be like, what the where are you guys hearing these things? Like, and at first it really bothered me because it was really hurtful. You obviously have a perception of yourself, but then when you hear other people's perception, it's like, where is this coming from? Like, I don't even know.
I'm not even there to defend myself. Like,
I'm not there to defend myself. I don't even know where these things are coming from a lot of the time. Like, and then I'm just like, is this what everybody thinks about me? You know what I'm saying? Because if they thought this and they don't even know me, I don't even know their name. Like, this just might be like a running thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks it's about me. People think that I did this and I did this, and so many girls especially go through this where like people talk about you and they have like this pre-assumed conception of their head about you, and like I think that like
and it's men and women that love to chat. Like, men like are really in
and men too, like men saying these
lying
things,
on females' names,
lying on females' names, and I've never met this man a day in my life, or like that, like, you know, like where I don't even know where somebody could possibly pull this out their ass from. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I feel like it actually really used to get me upset. You can't let people's perception about you affect who you are, because it will actually debilitate you, and you're gonna just become like a slave to what you think people think about you. You just need to know who you are, and you need to know your truth, and regardless of what other people say about you, is not your business. Like, that's not your problem. You have to just know who you are and know your truth, and like that has to be okay with you at the end of the day. You don't have to go on the net and explain yourself. You don't have to tweet something and be like, I'm not like this, or go to every person. People are gonna think anyways. I think you just have to, like, you know, be okay with who you are regardless. You've known what you've done. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You know your morals, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
I was making Kiana watch a movie. That clip in 500 Days of Summer. Remember when she's like in the office, there's like this girl and she's really pretty and she just works at the office, she's minding her own business, and she's just like probably like a shy girl, she doesn't know anyone there, so she's just like keeping to herself, and the guy's like, yeah, see, I told you, she's such a total bitch.
I tried to talk to her in the copy room, she's totally not having it. She's an uppity, better than everyone super skank.
And it's just going all around that she's a bitch, but it's like she was just there.
She didn't like say hi to one person, you know what I'm saying? And then like, yeah, she didn't even ever talk to these people a day in their life. They don't even know her name. But people run with these assumptions. Like, it's just crazy. Like, guys, like, literally the things I've heard sometimes, I'm like, what?
Excuse me, pardon me, what? I got a DM from somebody, and they were like, oh, like, I know you're talking to this person, right? And I'm just there like, excuse me, I am not talking to them, never talked to them. And the girl was like, oh, so you guys are just friends with benefits then? And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I just told you that we're friends, and nothing ever happened.
Tell Destiny, like, no, I know, dude.
How do you know what I did? And then she sent like a picture and she was like, see, no need to lie or something. And I was like,
buddy, do I know you? I don't know you from nowhere, and you don't feel weird that I don't even know what your name is and you're coming to tell me things about myself? I feel like before, I'm not even lie, like in my younger years, I would hear something about some people and I'd just be like, oh, I feel like as humans you hear something so you kind of assume it's true because it's like part of it has to be true. Like, where's it coming from?
Or like, why would this person
why would they lie? Like, they have no reason to lie. First of all, people always have a reason to lie, and the biggest liars will tell you, I have no reason to lie. You're listening to things that people are saying that people heard from somebody else, that person heard from somebody else. Like, you can't hear something about somebody and be like, yeah, that has to be valid. Don't be like that. Like, don't be the type of person to hear something and like go be like, yeah, well, that da, da, da. And you should generally feel weird talking on a person that doesn't know your name. You have to go look work. Like, find a hobby, my brother. Like,
no, actually,
niggas lying on pussy, niggas lying on these crazy
men too. If you have like a platform, it's gonna give them more reason to lie on your name because they want to like impress their homies, because that's all they care about is impressing other men. So it's
gay.
just yeah.
They take dick over. Anyways, I feel like they just assume if you have a platform you're known, so it's like, who cares if I like add my name to the list? You know what I'm saying? Like, they think it won't get back to you or something.
Oh.
Like, there's you know what I mean? Like, there's less of a chance of, like, I'm gonna figure it out and you're a weirdo. You don't feel weird when you go to bed and you're lying about even talking to a girl. You talk to yourself in my messages. You don't feel like, you don't think that's weird?
That's so embarrassing.
Like, buddy, like, please find shame.
Yeah.
Even girls too, though. There's so many girls that have, like, I've heard, like, don't like me or Destiny. From what, bro? I don't even know. Yeah, oh, you don't know me. Like, from what, these videos? Like, just weird bitch. I actually really don't like people. I have no interest in talking to people. I have no interest in getting to know anybody. I have no interest in getting friends. I have no interest in having a conversation with anybody other than like obviously people who support us. I'm not saying like don't come up to me, don't message me. Like, of course I love you guys.
I love my friends and I'm really comfortable with them. But I was like, oh, like, would I be open to getting to know people? You know, like, when people message you and be like, oh, hey, I want to hang out and stuff like that. Because I don't want to be, like, so opposed to, like, getting to know them. Maybe we could build, like, an acquaintance, a friendship or whatever. I just get wary a lot of the time because I feel like a lot of females this day and age, they literally don't even really care about friendships. They just want, like, a friend for aesthetic purposes. Like, they'll see like a girl that might have followers, and like a friendship takes so much more than just like aesthetics, you know. You have to
I always see that on Twitter. Girls would be like, your biggest red flag is a girl messaging me like, you're so pretty, I think we should be friends. Like, I'm not saying there's not girls, there's probably girls who message you that and they do have good intentions. I understand that everybody's not a weirdo. I'm not trying to say every girl is or every guy is, but a lot of people are weird. So I feel like saying that, like, it's just kind of like off-putting sometimes because like like, you know what I'm saying, that's what, like, I'd rather even be like, oh, I really relate to your tweets, you know what I'm saying, at least like it's something that's like beyond physical, like, and the surface. Like, I'm not gonna just link up with a girl because I think she's bad, like, you know what I'm saying, unless I want her, like, I'm no, but like, you know, I'm trying to talk to you in that way, but not like, you know, like, that's so wet.
They won't be friends with a girl because she doesn't fit, like, you know, won't bring her around and stuff like that. And a lot of times they won't do that because they're just like seeking male validation. But it's like these guys that you want to validate will dash you away in a heartbeat.
Losers are ugly and losers and bums, like, that's just that. But we can talk about love life. How was your love life?
My love life is like confused, you know, like I'm confused because I never expected to like be talking to somebody, especially after what I've been through. Like, I feel like my heart was like really stomped on and just
like that video we made, remember, and you started crying when we were talking about.
I feel like I'm still scarred because the way that like I should be opening up, I just feel myself not doing that, or like pulling away, and like they'll be like, why don't you talk, or why do you just disappear? And I don't know, I just disappear because
not mentally like present a lot of the time.
I hit you up, you said don't call you, that was hurtful. I guess I figure after all I deserve it.
Like, how can I be, you know?
So hard to be mentally present for somebody else, like when you're not even for yourself, and then it's like you kind of feel like you're obligated to do that for another person now, and it's
like I feel guilty.
Some days I can't even, bro, it's hard for me to get out of bed, and like I have to like be here replying to you and like find the energy to like hang out with you and stuff, and it's like it's just gonna be really hard. But you have to just be with somebody who's understanding that you have like really bad days sometimes, you know, and you can't always be 100%.
That's the thing, I feel like they've only seen me on my good days, you know, like every time that I'm there I'm just like super bubbly and like like, okay, well, there's been a day where like they saw me cry, like actually bawling one time, like bawling, and they were like, what the fuck, like what's wrong? I thought they were definitely gonna think I was crazy and like stop talking to me. But they didn't. But, you know, I'm just like, this is like...
But that's not even, like, fam, if somebody were to stop talking to you because you're crying, like, what? You're weird. Like, I'm gonna look at you weird after that. Like, people cry, like...
It was just so unprovoked, though. But
so
it was, like, provoked for me.
Yeah, it was provoked for you. So, life's hard. But...
And I also don't want to be around people when I'm, like, very low vibrational or whatever. So I try and put my best foot forward, but... what is your best foot? It's different for each person, right? So,
I mean, like, it's different every day.
Yeah, people just have different expectations, and you know, you can only do what you can. Like, don't make yourself feel guilty for trying your best, even though your best doesn't look like their best.
It's my best.
It's my best.
So take it or leave it.
What else? Oh, another thing that I'm really proud of. Well, you've been doing it for a long time, but. You know, I feel like you should speak on it a little bit. Kiana's working on a book.
Oh yeah, that's a big life update. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute though. You started this like
literally like 2 years ago.
A while ago.
If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I drop like a little snippet of like what's to come. But yeah, I've been working on a book for like a really long time, like the past 2 years, and I've been writing since like I was 16, which is what I said in the post. But like, I don't know if I was going to do anything with it. But yeah, so now I'm dropping a book, and it's kind of like to explain. It's like photos of my life, like literally from like when I was baby to like now. I'm still taking photos for it, and then like I'm just like writing on the photos. So I feel like it's really like raw and personal, like because it's like my writing, it's my photos. Not every single one is my photos. There's like a couple that are from like this site that you can use, and like you could use your photos, whatever. But most of them are like my photos, and yeah, it's coming out soon. Just a heads up, it's like very sad, like for the most part. It's like, you know, literally it's just talking about like
Trigger
grief,
warning, like
trigger warning, like, you know,
gotta-
suicide, like those type of thoughts, addiction, like, you know, sexual assault, like all the like very dark things. But like I just feel like people can 1000% relate to that. If we can relate to anything as human beings, it's pain, you know. So like, man, I'm just, yeah, I hope you guys, I don't want you guys to relate, but if you can relate, like I just, you know, wanted people to find comfort in knowing like you're not alone and like what you go through, because I definitely feel like that sometimes you feel so low and you're like, is anybody this sad? Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I definitely want to do like a book release party thing. I feel like I want to be very open to like who wants to come, like, you know,
Yeah.
anybody that wants to come can come. Anybody who wants to show love and support, like 1000%, I would like appreciate that. And then what I want to do too is drop shirts of like certain things, because I feel like
that would be
that's
good.
hard. Like,
And you know what else you should do too that I was thinking of? You know how Prince Harry, he did like a audio
oh, no,
of it?
audio book.
Yeah,
That's
so like
it.
you like sing each thing.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, that too. But yeah, so I'm actually excited about that. I'm proud of that. I still really do want to do like a podcast, but like one step at a time, being patient with myself. But yeah, so that's big.
You're doing good.
So
Like you're doing so good for like what life has dealt you with. Like, another life update. Well, I made a video too, and I didn't even post it. I've just been like editing it for I don't know how many weeks now. But I like kind of made the transition of moving, but I haven't even committed to it fully because I'm kind of back and forth. So I could focus and be in a different space, a different environment, and just really like,
out the way.
yeah, be with myself and my thoughts, and I guess you could say find myself. I've always felt kind of lost. I don't know when I'm gonna stop feeling lost, but I just want to take the time to be with myself, like actually focus on me.
Setting is really big. Like,
I'm not saying that my environment is like the worst environment ever. Like
But
I
it's
love
chaotic.
who I live with and everything. Yeah, it's just chaotic.
It's just chaotic.
Chaotic has been like a norm for me for a long time. So I want to see like what a
You
change
know
of
what's
scenery
good
can
though?
do.
You don't find chaos in like relationships. Like that's not something you're like into. Like I feel like that is a place you try to find peace in, you know? I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people, like when you're used to chaos, you also look for it in relationships. So that's like one thing that's definitely good about you.
When I have had chaos in there, I just like distanced myself. You know, like I
don't want
wouldn't
that.
react in the way that like the person wanted me to react with that chaotic situationship, whatever that was.
Toxic.
Up and down with me
and
and like
unstable, mentally not well.
yeah. I don't know what he expected from me. But yeah, when I already saw like certain stuff happening, I was just like, okay, I have to go.
Let me get out of there.
I'm not sticking around to go through this again. I'm okay to just leave and be on my own.
And that's strength. Because it's not easy to just leave things.
It's
at all.
not. When that person becomes your person and they're your best friend, it's so hard to let go of that and adjust to being alone.
Yeah.
Because they really become part of you, and it's like,
And I
damn, we're strangers again? Like, what the fuck? How does that work?
It's like I tell you everything, and like now who do I run to tell these things? And people will tell you like, oh, it's not good for you, and da da da. But like, it's just, yeah, like, okay. People will say that, but then they're in the same situation, not taking their own advice, because it's hard when you're in it. Like, it's my best friend.
Yeah.
Outside of everything, like it's literally my best friend. Like
There
I
were
can't
so
just
many
do
times,
that.
like, with things, like, just little milestones that I make in my life, or just anything that, like,
Little
happened today. I just
like
want to call
finding
him
a
and tell
rock.
him.
Literally, you just be like, bro, oh my god, I found this sick rock. Like
Yeah.
anything, because you're my
Anything.
bestie. Like,
But, like, now it's like I can't call you and just talk to you about random ass shit, because it's like, wow, I must not respect myself, you know? Like, I need to move on eventually.
it's like living a day-to-day life, just like removing like a huge part of it, and like you're supposed to like still live your day-to-day life. It's just so weird.
But you do adjust and you find a new normal. Like, I feel like as humans, we're super adaptable. We're meant to adapt, so
This is,
you can reminisce, but move on. What?
I feel like after losing like partners like through death, like since I didn't have that option, like they were just taken from me. Like I couldn't, it wasn't a thing like I worked on to like progressively not talk to them. Like, it was literally like you can't talk to them
At all.
now. I feel like that's a part of the reason why too I never, like, it's so much harder for me to like remove myself from something, because I have the option. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean I just have to, like, you know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I have the option now.
But it's like
so
a different type of trauma, you know?
for
Like,
sure, different.
and a different type of abandonment because they're not there, like,
I don't
at
choose this.
all.
They were taken from me, and now they weren't. Like, I don't want to just up and cut because something's like, because, you know, it's not what's best for me. It's just hard. Like, I don't know. I remember like just thinking like, I don't know. I thought like, not even just through death, like any type of trauma, you just think it's gonna affect you differently, and you see how it affects you, and you're like, I didn't see this one coming. Like, I don't think this was gonna be the problem that like came out of this trauma. It's just weird how our brains work.
mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Damn.
every day you're back. You take three steps forward to take 11 back, to take 7 forward and 58 back. Like, it's just crazy.
It doesn't matter, like, if you guys are on bad terms, because when you think about, like, death, it's like, you know, it didn't matter, like, it wasn't that big of a deal now. Like, that's how you think about everything. So it's like, you always
That's
need them at
really good
arm's
fact.
reach.
Maybe that's part of it too, because there's so many things where I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like,
Because it's not a big
life
deal
in
compared to
general.
that. Like,
I just
you
don't
just look
care
at
about
things in such a
anything.
different perspective.
Yeah. Men that I've had, like, relations with now, like, I feel like they all say that, like, life's not a joke, Kiana. Like, you just take everything as a joke. Like, everything, you
Because it
take
is a
everything so
joke.
unserious. Like, this is a serious thing, da-da-da. And it's like, no, it's not. Like, because the shit I was arguing with them over, like, who gives a you think I care? Like,
In the grand
with
scheme of
death,
things, it
it's
doesn't
so
matter.
real. This shit, I don't care about this. Like, I don't, this is the least, bro. Like, you know, for sure. So I feel like so many things that maybe I should have more boundaries set up for, I care about more. I don't care. Because I just, that's nothing. That's literally the least. That doesn't mean that you can't, like, you just don't be a good person or whatever. I don't know. I'm, like, realizing I'm actually, like, a huge problem. Like, I actually am just...
I'm the problem.
I'm 1,000% the problem. Like, 1,000% it's me. I'm the issue. Like, I'm just not a blessed person to be with. It's something I really gotta work on. But, you know, day by day, should
Realizing
probably
is
get
the
into
first step.
therapy or something. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm grateful for the people that put up with me, because...
But shut up, you're still, like, a good person, though.
yeah, but I'm like a
Like, when it
horrible person
when it comes
be
to
with.
relationships.
Yeah, like a person to be with, like, I'm just not good at all. I'm not a good partner, but I think I'm a good person. I need to get back into the gym also. God, gotta do that. I was going so hard, and then I just stopped completely. Maybe I'll have more energy now, because, like, I don't, you know, I'm not gonna be leaving my house. Like, the least I could do is, after I finish that shift, to get off my ass and drive 5 minutes away and go to the gym.
And when you were in your gym phase, like, didn't you feel like you got more energy and
For
stuff?
sure,
from it?
you do. You definitely get more energy. You just felt better, like, all in all.
Mm.
Also, just this weather, like, you know, it's so hard. Can't wait until it's just warmer, like April even.
Yeah, it sucks too, because sometimes, like, I'll just want to, like, clear my head and go on a walk, and then outside is just looking like that, and it's so cold that it hurts, and I'm just like,
hurts.
damn, okay, I should go back inside.
Let me go back inside, like, forget it. And it's dark at 4 p.m., forget it.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I feel like my day is, like, done so fast. Like, time is just moving really, really fast.
I feel like after February, though, winter calms down. It should, but here,
But sometimes it snows in April, so we don't know.
May we've had snow, fam.
Yeah.
May, like, how is that normal? Like, I just want to move, and I needed vacation. But I hope you guys are all well, too. I hope, like, you know, you guys are just doing better day by day. Just be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself.
I know it's not easy out there, especially because, like, with the way inflation is going and just everything, like, I feel like there's been a lot of negativity in the air recently, so I just really hope everyone is doing okay and taking
just
care of
focus on
themselves.
yourself and, like, your loved ones and stuff, and not worrying about foolishness.
Yeah, not worrying about what other people are doing or what they got going on, just
Or
focusing
men,
on yourself.
just focusing on, like, who loves
Yeah,
you.
especially men too, like, they'll always be there, trust me,
They'll
it's
always
okay.
be there, and they always come back. 2023, just love who loves you.
Yeah, that is the thing too, they always come back.
Whenever girls message me and stuff, and they'll be like, but he's different, he's not gonna... Yes, he will, baby. They all... Trust me, they're not different. They all come back. No matter what you do, they come back. Have a great night, day, right? Whatever, whenever we drop this, have a great life.